The following changes have occurred over the past 24 hours. Fighting continues in the Red Army area. In the northern coverage of Rodinsky, the stage of hostilities was transformed into a large-scale event from dispersed enemy groups. The Zaporizhzhia mine is located to the west of Rodinsky. The pilots are working for the armed forces of Ukraine in that industrial stronghold so that the enemy does not have any problems delivering reinforcements to the city. In this event, Fab 500s destroyed a technical building that the enemy had used as a temporary deployment point. Slightly to the south, an anti-tank moat erected by the Ukrainian side can be seen in the footage. It runs from Rodinsky for tens of kilometers in a westerly direction. The mine itself is an artificial obstacle in the development of an offensive to the northwest along the beam, which runs along the southern coverage of the Dobropolsky direction. Probably, after knocking out the Ukrainian garrison from Rodinsky, the soldiers will partially take over the Zaporizhzhia mine. To the south, the Ukrainian armed forces are securely blocked in the remaining part of Dimitro. The position of the Russian side is improving slightly from the east. In this sector, buildings with an increased average number of floors are mainly located. For the Ukrainian garrison, it is one of the advantageous places in the battles for the rest of the city. In this area, the fighters are actively supported by the jet fighters of the 27th Division. The enemy stubbornly clings to every building. Fighters with the support of firepower destroy them. A work process is also underway in Grishino to the southwest. There's a slight increase in movement in the southeastern part and to the south. And in this sector, the infantry is supported by aviation. From the northeast of the village, Fabami destroyed the enemy's temporary accommodation point. Gradually, the fighting is shifting to the northwest. To the west, in Novopodgorodny, the Ukrainian side booby-trapped a school. They claim that there were fighters there. There is already an indicator of the weakening of the Ukrainian armed forces in the battles for Novopodgorodnoye, which belongs to the territory of the Dnipropetrovsk region. In the Guli Pole sector of the front, the division of the Vostok Group continues to put pressure. In the southeastern and central parts of the city, the fighters expanded their control zone during offensive operations. In the battle for Guli Pole, the enemy conducts counterattacks every day, but cannot regain lost positions. Russian combat groups are also developing an offensive in the northern and western parts of the city. They are supported by UAV crews, gunners, and aviation. In this event, the operators identified the enemy's location in the northern part. The drone operator processed this structure with a throw. It is also noticeable that the bombing raids are shifting to the western part of the city. In the above example, 2 FABs hit Ukrainian forces on the territory of agriculture. In the same shoot, other locations were slightly to the east. The accumulation of the enemy is also disrupted, which transfers reserves along the main road with losses. Zelensky, walk the field. In Zelensky itself, Russian drones are constantly flying over this point. In its southern part, the operator found a Ukrainian Deuce. Now there are military operations in winter. In this event, the enemy was able to avoid defeat from the first drone. A second drone was launched after them, flew close to the target. That is, it is not always possible to destroy even one by drone strikes. By joint actions in the area of responsibility of the Vostok Group, the warriors of the Far East continue to move forward. Russian troops continue to hit Ukrainian military installations. In the Odessa region, the Russian side is seeking to disrupt logistics along the Zatoka line, lighthouses. On December 14th, the railway and automobile bridges across the Otoka were hit by geraniums and bombs. Today, a kamikaze drone struck a nearby highway bridge near the lighthouses just to the west. It was like a test shot. At most, a hole was formed in the canvas. Problems are being created for the enemy along the Dniester estuary and the Dniester River, so that military equipment cannot be delivered from Romania through the southern half of the region. As before, work is underway on the enemy's energy sector. Shirkas, the Harpies, treated the substation, as a result of which they disabled it. In Krivoy Rog and Jaran, the enemy's energy was hit. After the raid, there were problems with the power supply. An ammunition depot was also destroyed in the city. Every day there is new visual information related to the western part of Zaporizhzhia. On December 14th, the enemy announced in his own manner that Russian troops had allegedly attacked civilians where individuals were injured. He showed the footage. The moment of the burning of the equipment got into the shooting. Gorenje. On the 16th and 17th, Russian footage appeared before the reconnaissance, not only with the help of drones, but also with the help of local surveillance cameras. At least 2 armored vehicles were parked there. It shows a drone hitting one piece of equipment, as a result of which a fire broke out from exactly the same place from the Ukrainian video. Passenger transport was also affected. The enemy parks cars next to civilian vehicles. Today, a photo of that burned armored car appeared online. In total, Russian troops destroyed 2 pieces of equipment with drones. The fighting continues.